Hello, everyone. If I may, can I change the name of today's show to, instead of Double Trouble, how about Quadruple Trouble?
Yep.
Because something happened yesterday that involved the number 4. I'm Frank Scattoni. This is Kieran Thornton. Kieran, you have something to say about yesterday's races?
Hey, go GFP, making history. Only the 4th time ever in U.S. racing, a horse run the same graded stakes race 4 times in a row. And, I mean, I got to put it out there. I gave my free picks out to certain people, and we had Nisos scratch, which obviously meant I was all in on Gold Phoenix. Frank, if you had Nios scratch and you weren't using Fierceness, would you put Fierceness in as a second favorite? Common sense, probably.
I looked at the doubles with Journalism and Fierceness to Gold Phoenix.
Especially with the Will Pay showing the exact same, you know what I mean? But we have certain people who are like, yeah, what were you doing? And that's all I'm going to say. It still paid great. It paid great. And the smart bettors actually did it and hit it. So
if your pick scratches and, you know,
it's a 4-horse race.
Yeah, it's up to the person to pivot and, you know, put their own, you know, use their own bets, use their own opinions. That was a little result.
I think some people are not. I guess we need to educate them a little bit more on bet management and hold their hand a little bit more. Certain people. I mean, when it comes to that, I mean, it was my bad. Usually we even talked about doing a pop-up yesterday, but it was so frantic and the paddock was so busy, and we were like, I know my nerves were on.
Yeah.
I was anticipating a big race, but lesson learned.
You have nothing to worry about. I mean, you put out your selections in advance. You can't accommodate for scratches when, you know, your horse is going for a historic moment yesterday. There's our friend Leah, 50 to win on Gold Phoenix. Actually ended up going off at a good price. Was that 2-1 in the end, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I was shocked at that, to be honest. The scratch made the big difference. And actually, the big difference was the best jockey in America. I don't care what you say. Masterful ride from the 9 spot. Put him up where he was supposed to be, where we've not seen him a lot of times. And that was Pratt doing his research and seeing the race flow. And we won by, a nose again for the 4th year in a row. But that was the difference, him making him be in a spot versus coming 3rd like the last couple of times.
100%. Pratt, arguably the best rider in the country. He's one of my favorites, always has been.
Oh, yes, especially on turf.
Yeah, when you said that he was going to ride your horse. Look, Gold Phoenix was the best horse in the race. We were a little worried about the 11 hole, but 2 horses scratched, moved in a little bit. And just how much heart does that horse have? Everybody had a chance to go by it. Like the 7 was right there, pulled up right alongside him. I thought the 7 was going to go by, and Goldie just stuck his tongue out.
I mean, we've already started the petition. He may run again next year. We'll see. He looks like he's a 5-year-old. Then after that, we're going to have to start calling it the Gold Phoenix Handicap.
As it should be. I mean, the Del Mar Handicap is such a boring name. It could be the Gold Phoenix Del Mar Handicap.
It's been 48 years since a horse did what Gold Phoenix did. And only 3 other horses have done it. And all 3 of them are in the Hall of Fame. I mean, Kelso, some of the bloodlines out of that were like some monsters from back in the day.
Yeah, I think you said Kelso, Forgo, and Exterminator. Unbelievable. Well, let's get talking about this. Everyone wants to congratulate you.
That was yesterday. We need to make money today.
Correct. You're only as good as your last pick. So let's get going with today's late double, which I thought was a lot more easy to suss out than the previous ones we've been doing. I know we have the same top horse in this race, race 10. This is an allowance race, non-winners of 1, 6.5 furlongs, sprinting on the main track. I thought speed has been pretty good today. You can still come
Yeah.
from the outside, but speed has held. So I had to
Yes,
pick
it has.
my original selections. But why don't you talk to us about this race and how you hope to get out of the first leg?
I mean, I looked at it. I thought I was trying to spread a little bit more when I did it. When I finally went back, what made me look harder was the stats. The favorite has won this race 70% of the time almost.
Yeah.
And 14 of the 15 winners were less than 5-1. And one horse was over 10-1 from 15 stars. So I like my stats, and I really liked good with people. The other Glatt, but that's where Freshu is, and we're coming into the end of the meet. And anything him or JJ rides, you got to bet them. It's Del Mar. It always, even though JJ's got a lead, watch Freshu start throwing up some wins here. This horse loves Del Mar. 3-2-2 from 8. 1-1 from 2 races here, and Glatt is 30% second off the claim for a big profit. So he claims them and makes good money. So when I looked at some of the other ones, I was like, well, I need a long shot because long shots kind of do have a chance. And I'm using Frey, which should tell you I kind of like the long shot. Number 2, Bullet Works from July, 1 for 2 here. First start since December. And I like to look at, especially on these big race weekends, where the trainers and owners are placing the horse. And I thought this was an interesting placement for the horse. And I got some coverage, I think I have a horse I think is going to do really well in the next leg, especially I think my notes I put out there earlier, unless I made a typo and didn't put that out correctly, just got to throw that out there. The Kent DeSormo horse is my top choice in the next one. But my notes were, sorry, you probably should mute me. It's really loud here, Frank.
All right. Well, I'll take over for
You can do the yapping now.
I'm going to mute Kieran because he's having some fun celebrating his victory from yesterday. I'm with him. I think this race is all about good with people. I think the horse was a little short last time. Came off a year layoff, ran a very, very good third, lost to a next out winner, Awesome Rhythm, who Kieran actually had that day at a good price, and then had again the day that Junior hit that pick 3 for 11,000. So that is a quality race. I think this horse gets the perfect tracking trip, and he's the one to beat. He is, let me put mine up real quick. As you can see, $40 double with the 2 horses I like in the next race, one of which is Kieran's, the DeSormo horse, which we'll talk about in a second. And then I wanted to play to what I thought the track was favoring a little bit. Number 1, Grubauer, inside speed. This horse had no chance last time because the track was favoring the outside lane, set a really fast pace, and weakened. I'm going to forgive that. Second off the bench, this horse goes to the front and tries to hang on at a good price. This horse wires them. I'm going to be looking pretty in the next leg. And then I wanted to go for another because, Kieran mentioned, a long shot could win this race. It's not super likely, but it happens. I thought number 6, Western Freedom, had a little bit of a shot. Blinkers on, second off the bench. I know a 3-year-old Calbred facing open older horses isn't ideal. Lost to Shea Brennan last time. But if this horse gets that stalking outside trip, and the outside lanes are, as good as they have been, I could see Grubauer on the lead, Western Freedom tracking, and then Good with People on the outside, and those, one of those 2 getting up at the wire. But I'm with Kieran. Number 7, Good with People, is the main pick. Let's unmute him.
Yep, we're good to go. There. Was getting loud there, but I was going to say, if you ever see me do more than $50 on a double, you'll never see me do that. That's the max I will do on a double. So I'm doing $40 double today with 7 with 4.
Why do you cap yourself at 50?
I've just always learned that when I'm really overconfident and I want to bet more, it's not worked. So that's my thing. And especially on these $50 on this late double is going to pay pretty decent usually. Unless I'm in contest, it's one of the things I've adjusted to. But when I give my picks out, 50 is the max I'm ever going to do.
Oh, okay. For your public picks, you're talking about. Okay,
yes.
But if you're in a contest, you might do a $200 double or something, right?
Yes, but when I'm giving my picks out, we try to keep our bets for the average guy and not the high rollers who don't care what their bankroll is. I mean, we're trying to teach people it's one thing to pick prices, but bankroll management is a huge part of being a successful gambler.
Yep.
Especially here at Del Mar where anything can happen. But anyway, my notes earlier, Frank, on the number 4, I wanted to see how the Kent Glatt horse did in race 1. It was the number 3, and he came late. Should have won the race. 2 feet past the line, he was like 15 lengths ahead. So that actually upgraded the number 4 for me, Hey Demps.
Yep.
So I'm feeling really good about this 7-4 double.
Yeah, I did that race for the Del Mar website, and I had 2 A's in the race. I had the 7. I had your 4, Hey Demps, and then I also thought number 8, Brev, was logical.
Which we have too. Yep.
Yeah, you have that horse also. So we all have all the similar horses here. Let's kick it to the audience here. Let's see how some people see it. Dan H. intrigued by the 7 in the last price. Ricky seems to be running fantastic lately on turf. Let me see who that 7 is. Only Reputation.
I had that too. I went, Ricky, big upgrade, but the trainer is 0 for 64, 90 days away. But I will not talk you off a horse like that because we've talked about the Ophers doing really, really well here. So, I mean, that horse was good enough for me to put on my list of 4 or 5 horses to consider bets on.
Yeah, well, perfect timing for the stat because Mark Swartz asked, how is Hansen off the layoff? And that's a large sample size, Kieran, and that is not good. But as we always say, they're not going to go 0 for a million, right? So
eventually, like, it's one thing for one of these really small stables, but for some of these trainers to be 0 for when you're on them, when they actually finally get that win, you get rewarded.
You get paid, yeah. Yeah, I always say it's great to be on the trend, but you have to be on the trend before it's a trend because once it starts to become a trend, there's no value.
And then number 5, Miss Will, Rispoli for the other Glatt. They're 35% together, but I thought the speed figures were really bad. I was like, if that horse beats me, then Rispoli beats me is what I thought on that one. Brevi, I put Freshu, top power. I thought number 8 in the next race had all the right combination. Early speed, mid-speed, late, which we end up calling good stalkers. But then Freshu was listed as the rider on another Phil horse on the AE list. I don't know if it got in or not.
The horse, Ashley Sandcastle is in, but Freshu is not riding. It's somebody else.
So then my question was, who is his first mount? So his first mount is, so that gives an upgrade on that. That was my question. Who would he pick? So
here's a real quickly, Kieran, since you're talking about the last race. Dan H wants to know a little bit why Hey Demps. Yeah, popular at the claim box. Came back, ran twice, was claimed twice. And Mark Glatt is a very, very good trainer. And look, DeSormo ran 4th with this horse last time and rides through the claim.
Through the claim and last race at Del Mar. And that's one of my stats at Del Mar. Kent in the last race is better. And he was on the Glatt horse in the first race and almost won. So Kent is feeling it. I think this is the best I've seen him race here at Del Mar, but he doesn't have a whole lot of rides, but he's doing great. He's winning like 30%, I think. I mean, I think he's had like 10 mounts and he's won 3 of them, 3 or 4. Like great stats.
He won yesterday the Torrey Pines with Aggie Ordonez, a Calbred, Almond Joy, beat 2 Baffords, beat Tenma, who was a beast earlier in the year.
Yes.
So Aggie Ordonez and DeSormo have been gold. Perfect ride yesterday. I'm with you. I don't understand why he's not getting more mounts this meet because he is riding well, but maybe his business will pick up. Maybe ride a little low sal and then maybe pick up for Santa Anita heading into the Breeders' Cup. Look, Karen, you and I have talked about this many, many times. My opinion, when Kent DeSormo is at his best,
no one better.
No one better.
Especially at Del Mar.
Yeah,
at Del Mar, he is lethal late in the day at Del Mar. I don't know what it is, but over the years it was him and Hess. But when he's on a horse late in the meet and he's riding well, you have to upgrade his horses.
Yeah. All right, 10 minutes to post. Why don't we look at? Are you able to call up some probables, or do I have to?
You're on the probables today. I'm
No
shoestringing it.
No problem. Just real quick, Carlos Ortega is here to sign the petition that Frank started to rename it the Gold Phoenix Handicap. I love it. Let's see. Paul Victory. 13 in the last race is sneaky. Yes, the 13 Ashley Sandcastle does get in. I bet that horse so many times, and it's kind of a plotter.
Don't say it. Do not say it. Do not talk that horse into victory, Frank. Be quiet. Do not say you've bet that all the time.
Okay,
and kill us.
Forget it. But to your point, Frazu's first call is on Brev, and that's a significant tell for me. Kirker Ride is a money burner. Yeah, I think you have to take Kirker Ride on. It's just, she's a 3-year-old. She's lost twice now, is the heavy favorite. Could win, but if even she wins, she's not, you're not going to get paid. Josh Plummer, heavy on the 7-4, 7-6-8, but do have a little action on 7-13. Okay. Oh, look at this, Mr. Guitar throwing a monkey wrench in the works. He's got the 3 in this leg. Who is that? Shea Brennan.
No, so my notes for Shea was second power in this race, up in class, but gets Lasix. And then they put in a 58-second workout, which is pretty fast for Phil. He was probably pretty mad at the exercise rider on that one. Freshu rode last, but he's going where he would go. But you're getting AA, and AA, which surprised me when I looked at the stats. He's winning 30% for Phil, which is more than his go-to guys. Yeah, I mean, I think Rispoli's only like 24, 25%. So AA, when he gets on Phil's horses, is doing really, really well. Second off the layoff, but the big negative is racing against older. But we know that works out a lot, but it's not a crazy. I mean, one of my savers bets is a $10 double, the 3 with the 4.
So you
just
are
as a
using
saver.
Okay, fair enough. You're using the 3. Chris Babcock, 4, Clampett, horse for course. Yeah, I've made money on Clampett many times.
Yeah, but look.
Yeah, you go from Glatt. You go from Glatt to Diodoro.
And KK rides.
Yeah, he wins a lot on
big negative. And actually, the horse was claimed off Glatt, so he usually places them to get paid, and it takes a while for the guys who claim off Glatt, I think, to find the right level, which usually means they drop more, and I don't think it's I might be wrong, but it's one of those things I was like, I might have upgraded a little bit more if KK was not riding.
I'm not a horseman, but if I were, I would never claim off Mark Glatt, Peter Miller, or John Sadler. Those are 3 trainers that I know I could not move a horse up off of those guys. So
although I might get in trouble from Billy, but yeah, if we're giving away a horse, it's usually for a reason.
Yeah, right. That's true. All right, Nick Severs is alive camping. All right, shout out to Nick. Dan H3 is the closer. Yeah, we'll have to see how the race sets up. I mean, I don't really think there's a ton of speed. I think the 2 inside horses will go, but not. I mean, I think Grubauer could possibly wire the field. 3 is a first-time Lasix. Yes, Kieran mentioned that. All right. What do you want to know? I will tell you the double probables so we can maybe adjust our amounts.
7 with 4.
7 with 4. Not bad. 125.
Oh, and I got it 8 times. That's great. Really?
6 to 5 here. So that's really good. The favorite in the next leg, Kieran, is the 6. $57 to the 6 in the last race.
Which just, I mean, I get it. JJ's not gotten off this horse, so he likes the horse, and it's just a matter of finding the right spot, but the horse just misses every time. Yeah. I mean, it might be the race he finally wins, but I mean, I have that horse on my backup tickets, but what's the 7 with the 6 and 8 paying?
Well, 7-6 is 57. That's the massive favorite.
Well, I get 3 times, so I'm still getting pretty good money. What's 7 with 8?
7-8 is 113.
Not shabby. And what's 3 with 4?
3 with 4 is 134.
And I got it twice. I mean, I'm okay with the pays because I thought I'm probably not going to land on the horse. if 7 doesn't win, I'm hoping my 2 comes in, but I think this could be wide open if we don't get the favorite home.
Yeah, I mean, we all want the 7 to win here. Most of our action is through the 7, and then it looks like you have, the 2 and the 3 just kind of like little saver bets, right? I mean, and that's been a good strategy for you this summer, because when you haven't hit for $500, you've hit for 150, and you at least get some of your money back, and you live.
And then so the next race, Frank, there's been 16 races. What's 37% of 16? What, 5, 4?
You're the
My math sucks.
I'm the word guy.
7 actually. The next race, horses 5 to 1 or more are winning almost 40% of the time. So this is a pretty tough sequence, even though we've got some. I don't think the CAWs. I think if we can beat the CAWs here, the doubles may pay a little bit more than they normally would.
Kieran, I think we're getting great value. I don't understand why the 7-6 is only $56. I mean, they're just whacking them. The actual second choice in the next leg, Kieran, is the 11 at 88.
Really?
Yeah. Who's the 11? Did we even talk about the 11? Oh, Quantum Energy. Deep
not a
close
chance.
all the way outside. Oof.
No, I'll take that. I love that they're doing that. Yeah, Race 7, we had some friends who owned a horse, and I think it probably would have finished better than it was if not for that jockey. And this post out there.
That is a real tough post.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to put their picks up as they're, walking to the gate here? I love Jackson. We talked about this. It's the end of the month. Kent for the rent.
Yep, Kent for the rent. Well, we've not heard that in a while.
Leah, didn't like the 11. Let him beat me. Yes, we stand with you, Leah. I wasn't sure if you were out at the track yesterday, but if you are, I'm sorry we missed you. But we know that you love Gold Phoenix and you were rooting for him. And obviously you had $50 to win on him. So that got you probably about 2.5 Del Margaritas.
And then as of now, it doesn't even look like he raced yesterday. And John Henry, here we come, September 27th.
Is that the target, John Henry, and then the Breeders' Cup?
That's the prep, but we're 0 for 3. It's about time we won that one. That's a trophy I want in the background.
Yeah, I would take the Breeders' Cup turf over the John Henry, but
I would just like to get win, but I'm a greedy guy.
No, that's when Little Yachty won his first race at Del Mar. They said, "Hey, what are you feeling? How's it going? What do you want to do?" He goes, "Win." Yeah. So how do you feel? He goes, "Winning." Yeah. How does it feel? He goes, WINNI.
Yep.
It's all winning. That's the name of the game. That's why he's in it. He wants to win. You want to win.
And I know a lot of you guys are like, the last race was a prep, the other race was a prep. No, 7-year-old, every race is a win.
Yeah, I'm all the way now. Okay, all right. I was under the impression you might have been at the track, but you weren't. Well, greetings all the way out there in Alabama. If you do come out to Santa Anita or Del Mar in the fall, Breeders' Cup, whatever, please let Kieran
let us know.
We'd love to meet you and say hi. Maybe Kieran can give you one of his California Pick 4 T-shirts. You'd find them in the Goodwill shops.
I got to go buy them up out of the Goodwill, actually. Although I gave them away, and now they're charging like $50 a pop. I don't know what's going on there. I hear Goodwill's getting crazy.
Items.
Yeah.
The collector's items. You need to get a T-shirt that says Gold Bleeping Phoenix. How about that?
They're signed. That's probably why it is. They were signed.
Oh, okay. Signed. Yeah. Here, Frank has the one in his double. Stanford won today at Kentucky Downs. Yes, I do have the one in my double. Stanford, let's see, Grubauer. Yeah, I just thought this horse was speed from the inside. Tossed the last race, second off the bench. I thought speed was holding well. You could come and close, but speed was holding better than it should have, in my opinion.
I agree.
See, Carlos, 5'7" with 4'6'8". Ooh, Captain Sparrow, like the other Mark Platt. This is sneaky because wave claim last time and now protecting up in class. He must really like the way this horse is doing. I know what Kieran's going to say. Kieran's going to say, well, Frazier won with this horse. Why is Frazier not riding this one? He's riding the other one. that was in my decision making.
Yeah, that's what
as well. But that the 5 absolutely could win. What price is the 5? 9-2.
9-2.
Shea
I mean, I would not talk someone off the other horse. You know what I mean?
How about this, Kieran? The 3 horse that we were talking about, Shea Brennan, 8-1 morning line, whacked down to 3-1. Phil D'Amato. That is crazy.
Well, Phil is winning all the big races, so everyone's following that. He just won the last big one, so he's having a weekend and heating up.
This is on dirt, though. This is on dirt. Dan H is 3-5, 4-8. Okay, well, in the last race, a lot of us are the same. In this race, we're pretty spready. So, Kieran, you and I really need the 7 because we both have $40 doubles, starting with the 7.
Oh, you bet the same as me. All right. Anyone who does not have this horse is going to win. Oh my God.
Which horse?
7. You better not have doomed us, Frank.
I mushed the 7. Is that what you're trying to say? You really think I'm that much weight on a horse? I'm that much bad luck?
Scatoni the mush.
No, you know what? In my Frankly Speaking column, every spot play I've had has finished 4th. So I started calling myself Superfecta Scatoni or 4th place Frank. All right, they're off.
Well, you probably want to mute me or it'll get really loud.
I'm muting you. All right, thank God. I thought he'd never shut up, guys. Kieran's on mute. Let's go. Well, Grubauer, like I said, let's go wire to wire, Grubauer. $21-4, pretty quick. Come on, Ariel. No, don't let the 3 up the rail. What is wrong with these jockeys? What is wrong? Wow. Good job, Dan.
Yeah, we got Scatoni'd again. You did the exact same bet as me. Oh my goodness. Well, Phil's on fire right now.
You're alive. But look, the money showed up on this horse. I mean, it's ridiculous. This horse went off at 5-2 and won like an 8-5 shot.
All right, so I'm only alive to the 4. So come on, Kent. What's the will pay on the 4?
Give me a second. Hold on. Stand by. It's not official yet, but going into the race, the probable for the 3-4 was 140. So you get
twice. Twice. 280.
Okay, all right. You have it twice. Let's see. I'll pull your bets up here. Yeah, $10 double, 3. Dan H, good call. You were all over that horse. You kept trying to talk me onto the horse. I was a little stubborn, but yeah, great pick. Everybody who used.
Wow, I was shocked at how the 7 did nothing there.
Look at this guy, Mr. Guitar. Guys in Fuego, single, boom. Post your pick again. I think you have 4 in the next leg. If you don't mind putting that up, so we can price it out for you and Leah,
I know I really need Kent for the rent in the last race.
How about this? Leah's alive in the pick 3, and that's a good one because the morning line was 8-1. So a lot of people probably didn't use that horse in the pick 3. Leah, you're going to have to let us know who you are alive to in the nightcap, and we'll check out those will pays for you. That's terrific. Clamping in the money. Yeah, Clamping ran great. That was a good call by you guys.
Yeah, but any other jockey would have won that race.
Yeah, exactly. 7, terrible position. Yeah, parked wide. I mean, it was Frazee was a passenger in that race. I don't think that horse was ever going to win. Just kind of this passive ride, but what are you going to do? Yeah, 7 never involved super wide. I agree with you. He was like just the passenger. I don't think there was intent to win. I think Clampett was the live one for Glatt and just got beat by D'Amato. I mean, I know Baffert going into the week was the leading trainer, but I mean, is it possible that D'Amato is?
No, D'Amato's was starting to get close. So this is,
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
look
this is,
right now.
and when owning horses with Phil, his target is always these late stakes,
True, you're right.
Breeders' Cup. You know what I mean? The plan is
Kieran, as of August 30th, so that's yesterday, Baffert has 17, Glad has 15, and Phil has 14. But Phil's
he's
won
won 4
already.
races.
Oh,
Yeah, he's won 4.
4 today?
4 between today and yesterday or more.
And Baffert won 1, right, with game whatever, with game Citizen Bowl or whatever. It's gonna be close, man. It's gonna be really close. Carlos, 5-7. Sorry, buddy. Oh, those are old. Let's see. Dan H, good single guitar. Notice the CAW. Yeah, it came in. It whacked the horse into 3-1, and that's what we were talking about.
And we were hoping that we were actually going to get paid better if they didn't hit, but they seem to hit and have some good information. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but you know what, Kieran? I think the double is still good value with that horse. I think the underlay was in the win pool. But the CAW
Now,
showed.
I'm a little worried now because I mean I really like the Kent for the rent angle, but the 6-8, the JJ and Freyshu horse in the last race are the ones I'm going to be worried about. But if you have them, I think you're sitting pretty right now.
Well, here's the thing, Kieran. You could always bet this race independently, but let me run through some will pays, see what you guys are sitting on. So, Kieran, you were alive 2 times to the 1, to the 4. 140. So you're looking at 280. That's nice.
Well, get this. Right now, the 4 is 14-1.
Wow, that's a little crazy.
The 6 is 1-9. What? 1-9. That can't be right.
Well, the 6 is the favorite. 6 is the favorite in the will pays.
Well, 6 is 1-9 right now on the early money.
That's just somebody's big bet. That is just crazy.
73,000 for win is already bet on the number 6.
Somebody bet 70 grand. I bet that's insane.
Yep. I've never seen it. Wow, that's.
How about this, Kieran? On the $5 late double pool, 209,000. Consistently good numbers. Thanks everyone for betting and following along. Second choice in the pick 3 will pays is the 4 at 140. So the 4 is absolutely live in the double pays. So that price is going to come in. Let's look at what Leah is sitting on in the pick 3. She's got 4, 5, 6, 8. So she's looking at 256, 660, 106, and 172. So yeah, you want that 5 to win there. 660 would be a nice price. Anything else you want me to check here on before we?
Well, I'm just looking at it, and like my favorite movie, Let It Ride, is when the odds drop really quickly, and the one guy goes, must be one of the Colombian drug lords bet all that money. So I'm thinking that's what happened there on the 6.
Yeah, look, here's Carlos. 70,000. You think they'll cancel? You think they will pool manipulation?
They're not allowed to.
So.
They can't. They're not influencing anything.
Yeah, I wonder. I know on track you can only cancel 5,000 at a time. So that's a lot of canceling if this person is on track.
It's getting bigger. It's now up to 84,000. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but the reason it's so short is someone had to whack it. Yeah, Cat ate my form. Drug money cartel. See how they're doing a little washing at the racetrack. Hey, Kelly. Good to see you. Good. Thank you for joining us as always. I know you love watching us and we love having you. 4, 6, 8. Exacta box. Exacta box. Okay, so those are all the ones. I would suggest, this is just because we like to talk wagering strategy here, and you may think I'm wrong. You could do that, Dave, but I think you also should come back and part wheel with the horses, like maybe $10 exacta 6 with 4-8 or 4-8 with 6. You know what I mean? Like weight it a little bit more that reflects your opinion, because if the 6 is in there in your exacta box, your pay is going to be deflated.
Horrible.
Yeah, so just some wagering. Like the other day when we talked about wagering strategy, it was great because we were talking about trifectas, and we ended up hitting it because we worked it out together. Here we go. Dan H had a nice day. Live to the 10, 4, 8, 5, and 7. Excellent coverage. Very, very good.
Hey, when we listen to these guys, we actually hit some doubles. We hit one on Friday listening to everyone using our picks. I mean, I'm shocked. 17-1 for the 4. Yikes.
Yeah, but that's because it's so out of whack. That one bet, $70,000 bet on that horse. It's believe me, the computer money will start showing up. The market will normalize.
And the 8 is 30-1. Like, if I was off the 6, I'd be looking at, well, it might be one of those last 30 seconds bets where I'm like, all right, what's the try and the exacta pay if I don't use the 6?
There's still 18 minutes to post. That's going to change. Mr. Guitar is alive to the 4, 6, 8, 9. Mr. Guitar is like the king of the late pick 3 and the late double. He's always alive. Boom. I'm rooting for you because if you hit, that means a bunch of us hit. I say us, me, like, no, I'm not part of that. I didn't piggyback once again. Oh, yeah,
I think if I'm going to do a try, Frank,
yeah,
right before the end, I'm going to do 4, 8, 9.
Well, hell, I can tell you what the potential payouts are. Let's do it as an exercise that really worked the other day. Trifecta. 4, 6, 8. And 4, 6,
we
8?
were doing what was Mr. Guitar was 4, 8, 9, 10, right? Was his 4 horses?
Well, no, I'm asking you, what if you were playing a trifecta, what would you do?
I'd do 4 horses because I like doing one extra than the bet. Like if I do a exacta, I do 3 horses. A try, I like to do 4 horses.
Are you boxing or part wheeling?
Oh, boxing. Absolutely. With these prices, I'm boxing.
Who are you boxing with?
I'm going to do 4, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Well, let's just, as an exercise, if it comes 4, 8, 9, it should be paying $728.
That's it.
What's the chalkiest combo? Let me look at the chalkiest combo. 4. Oh shoot! I gotta refresh my screen to see the odds here. 4, 8, 9, 10, 4. So yeah, you're playing it with the 6 out.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to pivot, Frank.
10 is scratched, Kieran.
Oh, okay.
10 is scratched. True patriot.
All right, we're going to do 4, 7, 8, 9.
All right, let me see what the chalkiest combo would be. That would be 4.
The more I'm thinking about this, some of my biggest pays were late in the day, had a few drinks, wanted to get out.
Had a few drinks.
I'm going to do a superfecta for 10 cents, so a $2.40 bet with the longest shots on the board.
So let's see. The chalkiest combo that you have of those would be 4, 8, 7. So 4, 8, 7 is still 928. That's pretty good.
That's actually not bad.
The lowest would be if you use obviously if you use the 6, the 11, or the 1, and you're not using any of them. So these are all going to pay great, assuming the CAWs don't, destroy it like they did the other day. Remember that?
Oh, we were kind of shocked, but we saw it early in the pools and it kept going. So maybe that's a sign. If we see it not getting hammered early, maybe we have a chance.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. A couple of other people mentioned the 10 is scratched. I usually trust Kieran to do his homework before we go live on the air.
Well, I am, but I'm live, and the Wi-Fi here, I'm on a tin can with a string, using the straw from my drink up my nose to get a signal.
Dan, why don't you put something together for us, and we can analyze the ticket and see if we can massage it or go for it. You're the king of the try. You did it last time, so if you don't mind, why don't you do some maneuvering?
The reason I like doing the exotic in this race is because long shots historically do very well. So if you have a reason to toss the JJ horse, you've got potentially a decent pay today.
Chris, if you don't mind, you know how much I respect you as a horse player. Chris is one of the best tournament players out there as well. He's done my best bet show. I really value his opinion. If you don't mind, you want to just maybe tell us who your top pick is in this race, or if you're alive to anything, or if you have any suggestions for us to maybe wager on this race to kind of get out on the day. No pressure, not obligated, but I just want everybody to know that Chris Chris is one of the guys that I really, really listen to and respect and admire. He's been at it for a long time and has been very successful for a long time. So, Chris, if you feel like sharing, that would be great. If not, no worries at all. So let's go back and see what Kieran has here. Twice 3 to the 4. So you're betting 110, and what do we say? It's going to come back 280 if you win. So I mean, not bad. I mean, not the result you wanted, but
No, but
again,
still.
talk about bankroll preservation.
I mean, I went high on the 7 who sucked, but if I'm correct on my horse I really liked,
Right.
I'm in good shape.
Well, you should start feeling good. Chris's top pick is the 4. He's alive in the pick 6 to the 1, 4, and 8. Wow. Thank you for sharing. That certainly gives us something to really, really root for. I'm not going to jinx it by saying what they're paying, but I'm going to look right now. What did you say? 1, 4, 8 in the pick 6. I'm not going to say what they're paying, but they're looking pretty good. All right, my man. Good luck. Really, really rooting for you. How cool would that be, Kieran, if one of our guys hits the pick 6 and we're live on the show? And
what's that paying? Because one of our guys hit like a pick 3 for 11K the other day. Like,
yeah. No, it's just, I don't know about you, but like, I have so much fun doing the show because it's like you're hanging out with your buddies at the track, you're having a drink, you're talking smack, but you're also, such a conviviality and a camaraderie because look at the way last week we, strategized on how to play a trifecta. We're going to do the same thing here. Hopefully Dan H is, scribbling down on a piece of paper some of his thoughts for the trifecta. We're rooting for each other. I know you give me.
Well, the astute watchers are taking us two clowns as research and doing what we should both do. But I won't use your horses. You won't use mine. They use them and they collect big tickets.
Yeah, well, how about this? Like you said last week, the only reason you hit the double is because there were so many people in this forum talking about the 4. Like, use the 4. You're like, you know what, Frank? I'm going to do 4, using the 4 and the 10 and the 10 1. You're like, I'm going to do 4-10 to my horses in the next. And what happened? It hit. I've been ice cold, man. I don't know. I did have my spot play for Frankly Speaking today was Mayakama. The Jeff Mullins horse, and I think it was race 7, was 8-1 on the morning line. Got whacked down to 5-2. I thought the horse would be the best closer in the race. No, they put him on the lead, and he won in wire fashion. So even when I hit, my strategy, my analysis was wrong.
Well, I don't know if it's really loud here because I'm kind of at a Mesa. Okay, SDSU basketball. If you're a sports bettor,
yeah.
San Diego State, Final Four this year. And some of you guys know when I say that the last time we went to the Final Four. So
yeah, it's funny. Kieran is absolutely delusional about all of his horses, but when it comes to analyzing state basketball, he's very, very he's got very good opinions. He's not a fantasist. He's rooted in reality. I remember you telling me last year, though, they lost a lot of starters. They got a good core group of players, but they probably need a season, or and that's exactly what happened. They were good, but now's the year.
2 first-round picks. 2 first-round picks coming in.
Buy me a $10 win bet on state to win it all. I'll Venmo you. That would be nice to have something to root for all season.
I could do it in Vegas, but alas, like everything else in California, we're shut out.
Yeah, we can't do it. But yeah, if you go to Vegas, let's go, Chris. Bring it home. See, I love this. Everybody rooting here. Frank, here is the one I thought you. Oh, this is the Stanford you were talking about. No, I had the one in the last race. Yeah, Stanford's did so well up at Golden Gate on the synthetic. I'd like to see where they find a home here in Southern California, probably on turf. And maybe that's why Steve Knapp is trying this horse on turf. Kieran, what did you have on this horse? Because Berrios hops off a live horse to go on a 5-year-old mare who's raced 16 times, never on turf. Steve Knapp claims this horse.
I looked at nothing. I didn't even put like a note. Like I skipped over him.
But don't you think
not a second chance
that Berrios is riding this horse? He's a turf jock, and Chris has the horse. So Chris obviously thinks the horse has a big shot. My concern was, look, Michael Maker is a great turf trainer. he had this horse for like 8 starts and never once even tried the horse on turf. So I don't know. It's very strange, but maybe Steve
My
Knapp-
problem could be too that I was so focused on the Ken horse that
Yeah.
I've kind of tossed everyone else. And we do that sometimes. And I was like,
Well, you
I
still
was
have time
pretty
to change.
confident on 7 into the 4.
Well, you still have time to change your mind. So while I roll through these comments, why don't you take another look at the 1 and see if anything pops out? Because maybe we did miss something, because a couple of smart people are on the 1. Super key box 4 with 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. I like it. You key your top opinion with your other horses. You bet it more efficiently. That's how you do it, Dave. Good job. 4 horse to win 11 board. Is that across the board on this, or hit the board? Maybe, I don't know. Quantum energy.
I moved my phone so I could do a superfecta box. I'm going to go old DGen here, $2.40 to get out of the day.
What is
I was
it?
going 1, 4, 7, 8.
Oh, 4 horses to win. He's laughing at your ass. Love it. Who's gonna win?
And then I'm actually then going to come back with a trifecta key 4 with the. I'm going to use our guys' bets. So we got 1, we got 7. Who else? What else? What is everyone alive to? 8.
Let me look real quick. I think someone has the 9 as well. Wait, no, 10.
Oh,
10,
Edwin.
4,
Yeah, I'll do that one. All right.
10, 4, 8, 7.
10 scratch. So
Yeah, the 10's out. 4, 8, 7. Mr. Guitar 4, 6, 8, 9. Leah 4, 5, 6, 8.
I'll put JJ in. Nah, I'll throw that one in too. All right.
Well, what is it? What are the numbers?
So it's a 50-cent try. 4 over 1, 6, 7, 8, 9 over 1, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, I'll put that up on the screen. 4 horses to win. If it's not San Diego, who is it? Let us know who's going to win. Who's going to win the championship this year? Brev is such a good price. What about this try key box 8? Is that 4 through 7 or 4, 7? 4, 7, 4, 7. What do we got? Brev 13 to 1. I still think these prices are going to come in. Leah Brandon, Kentucky Downs 2. Froggy Mushroom, guys, what about tomorrow night? I don't know, Kieran. What do you think? You want to do a show tomorrow? The Get Out, Last Chance Saloon?
We shall see.
Maybe. You know what, Froggy Mushroom, thank you for asking. I love that you would like us to do a show, so we will absolutely consider it. We hadn't planned on it, but, I haven't looked at the card yet. If those last 2 races are interesting, why the heck
It might be actually the Get Out of the Weekend tomorrow.
Well, it is. I mean, it's the Last Chance Saloon, right?
Maybe we just do a really quick pop-up one.
Saratoga ends. So whoever lost all day at Saratoga is going to want to get out at Del Mar. And what's the best get out bet in America? The late double. 5 minutes to post here.
We got the loudest trumpet guy ever here.
It doesn't sound that bad.
Oh, that's good then.
What is he practicing right next to you? All right, so you have 4. I'm gonna put your what is it called? Trifecta. Here we go. No, not that. Create banner. Kieran. You doing a 50-cent trifecta key?
Yeah, I think it cost me $10. It was
4. I got a 4 with.
No, yeah, 4 with 1.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep. I mean, it's still cheap enough. Oh wait, well the 4's starting to get hammered now. Well, hammered as in down to 8 to 1.
So this would be
all that early money, like the big early money, went to 100,000 on the 6, and it's crept up $4,000 or $5,000 since, and the rest of the money's gone elsewhere.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how much of that 6 money gets canceled when the gates open.
I don't think it's going to get canceled. I don't see why. I mean, the horse has a legit shot to win. I don't think it's going to get canceled. Carlos said that earlier.
Well, usually when we see that much on the win, you would kind of see some hedging on the show. On the show, only has $6,800.
I mean, they're confident this horse is going to win. I don't know who 6S Racing Stable is, but man, they love their horse's chances. I don't see any reason why that's not a legitimate bet. I mean, we've seen that before. We've seen people bet $150,000. I know somebody bet $150,000 on a Baffert earlier in the meet who won. I can't remember the horse's name. Oh no, I just broke my glasses.
The thing is, how many times have we said God could come down and tell us number 2 is going to win this race, and every one of us would go, "Yeah, I bet him last time. I'm off him this week."
No, or the horse will win, and they go, "Oh well, I didn't have the 8 in the trifecta." It's like, what?
Yeah.
You bet the win, you idiot. Oh, that's why people are like, oh well, does it bother you if you give out your long shot? Don't you think you're going to ruin your price? I go, I could give that horse to 10 people in the same room, and they will all bet it differently.
And there's been times, and I'll be like, when I played some of the contests, I'm pretty high up there, and someone will say, "Who do you like?" And I'll be like, "This is my bet I'm doing." And these are the guys trying to catch me, and they'll go totally opposite. Like, you're going to bet what you're going to bet. We kind of listen. Like, when I look at what Frank's betting, like in the last race, if I'd known, I didn't pay attention, I wasn't looking. If I'd known he'd done the exact same $40 double with the 7, I would have been scrambling to move my money, and I would have done 3 with 6, 3 with 7, 3 with every other horse, just because. And I'd be ahead now.
Oh my God. Carlos is alive to the 4, 5, 6, 8. Good luck, my man. Frank, please mark this nonsense on San Diego. This person absolutely hates the Aztecs. Here we go. Back to watching.
He's probably from Texas.
He's watching college.
Oregon. One of these other schools who are going to smoke this year.
How about this? Dan H. Ricky Gonzalez hit the super logical. All right, that's fine. Keep it simple. If you don't want to spread, don't spread. I don't think, if you don't need a strong opinion. How about this? Mr. Guitar's alive to, wow, 4, 6, 8, 9. The 9 pays $21K in the pick 5. Good luck. Canes dipping on the low, low, low. He likes the Canes. All right, look at that. All kinds of information here. Chris Babcock's on the 4. All right, good luck, everyone. Good luck to those alive, to all of your wagers. Mr. Guitar's
well, the 7 came down to 7-1, which is not too bad, from 10-1. So that's.
Let's see. I'm gonna look at the odds again real quick. 4 to 5.
4 to 5 on the 6 and 7-1 on the 4.
Yeah, those shouldn't come in much more because of the
Number 1 has gone down to 5-1.
Yeah, that's the sneaky one. Chris has that one in the pick 6. Good luck.
6 has gone even money, and 4 is 6-1.
Okay, well that's fair. What's the 8? 8 6-1 as well.
Yeah, so that's the last of the robot money. They're cut off now.
Well, I think the 6 is a little overbet, but I'm not surprised. I mean,
no, that horse was due for a win. It's always around the line.
Yeah.
And JJ didn't hop off. He's ridden every time. So
yeah. So
these guys know. They're like.
But I do think the horse is a little overbet, thereby creating value on the 4 and the 8. They're off here. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to mute you, Kieran. Well, the one took money. 5-1, 8 5-1, 4 6-1, 6-5 on the 6. That's what the horse should be. I mean, Kent's loaded. He's got to find a place to go. He's going to split horses here. Yes, he is. Ken for the rent. Let's go. Oh, this is going to be tight. The 6 is flying. Come on. No. Oh, man. The favorite. Oh, hey, damn Strand. Too good to lose there, buddy. I got to see if anybody has that or if everybody was trying to beat him. Mr. Guitar used the 6 in the pick 5, so he's going to hit. Congratulations. Let me go back to Chris. I don't know if he had that horse. Carlos had the 6 in the pick 3. Congratulations. With, let's see, Chris, 148. Oh, man, Chris, we were right there with you trying to beat this 6. 4 gets beat in the last jump. The 8 was right there. Kieran, our horses run 2nd and 3rd to the favorite.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like the 4. He ran great. We just had a better horse that ran back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with that. It wasn't like we were out a lot of money.
You know,
I mean, we would have got a bet for tomorrow, but.
You know why the 4 lost that race?
You bet it.
Top pick. No, I had the 4 and the 8. I made them both A's in my column. Both A's. They run 2nd and 3rd. Like what? The 6 couldn't get into a little bit of trouble? Like they took this out one time?
Well, I don't think we need to wait around for the. They're starting to give me the bums rush here, Frank.
All right, you got to go. Take care. Thank you. Froggy Mushroom, we will consider doing a show tomorrow.
We'll tweet out in the morning.
That's Tony Short Shot. Will be, and I'll tweet it out. All right, Kira.
Well, we're double and we're what? Going home in trouble again.
We're going home in trouble again. But you know what? You're quadruple trouble. Gold Phoenix, congratulations, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, guys.
All right. I can wait. Kieran has to go, but I can wait with you guys. I like to wait till it's official. So let's just see. We'll hang on here, see what people are getting paid. Mr. Guitar gets a boom. Congrats. We'll see what that comes back. Poor Leah. Believe me, Leah, I know the feeling. You won, but you lost. Right? If any of the horses come in, you're looking at good money. Of course, the 6 comes and you just either break even or win a little or lose a little. Tough result for pick 6. Hated the price on that 6. Yeah, that's a tough one for Chris. But like I said, guys, Chris is so good. Just to be alive in that situation to stacks. I didn't want to say the numbers because I didn't want to jinx it, but I mean, looking for over 20,000. I think it maybe 18,000 with the lowest, and then it was 20 or 22 or something like that. That's brilliant. Chris will he'll be up to bat again tomorrow. I know it. 4 ran great. So did the 8. 11 got 3rd. So the Aztec hater got his 11 to hit the board. That's what we figured. The tough post. The horse was going to come running late. No, the 11. I thought the 8 got 3rd. Carlos, are you giving us wrong information again? No, the 11 did get 3rd. You're right. Oh, I had the number. Okay, it was the 11. The sun shining on the saddle towel made it look like it was pink. Thank you, Carlos. So it's 6, 4, 11, 3, 8. The 8 actually ran 5th. The 11 with Tyler Bays came closing to run 3rd. But this was all about the 6 and the 4. I'm going to be really annoyed if this exacta pays well because this is something we probably all should have had. But I have a feeling the CRWs whacked this one pretty good. They're in the winner's circle. A couple more minutes if you guys want to hang on. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Leah. Really just a ray of sunshine. Love your positivity and how much you love Gold Phoenix. That's really special. If we do a show tomorrow, we hope you join us. But if not, we'll be back again next week. Dan H., good luck tomorrow. You too, my man. Always nice having you. Mr. Guitar, thank you. Good job. Dude, you've been on fire this meet. Really well done. There have been some really tough sequences, and you've had some really nice combinations. So congratulations. It is official. The exacta paid $15 for $1. That's pretty good. Wow. Okay, well, That was an opportunity I missed right there. All right, everyone. Double Trouble, Scatoni, out.